Hi friends, welcome back to Testing Tutorials Point. This is Lokesh Gorantla. Today we are going to discussing about the status codes in REST API. Basically, whenever the manual testing or developers also using the same coding standards, they need to follow the same codes. And basically, in testing time, you have to verify whether it is displaying the valid status codes or not. All REST APIs having the standards. Okay, basically these are so many status codes are presented, but in real time we are using a very less. But we are using all the things, but few things randomly we are testing. Okay, see 100 it is not the one we are not using, but it is presented if the APIs in real time if they are using 100 they can able to showcase, otherwise it is not mandatory. But a mandatory every time every day you are testing is a few things. One is 200 okay, 201, 202 accepted, 204 is a very less time. Okay, don't worry about this 204, but every time we are testing 200, 201, 202, these three status codes are mandatory in successful areas. And redirector here is not much, but not found. 304 is the one. Why it is, what is the status code, and that I will explain you. Mandatory things I will tell you first. First, everyday like normal things whenever you tested at the basic standard formats they are using the few common things. One is 200, 201, 202, and 304 method not found. Okay, not modified, those things. And 400 related errors client side, it is basically bad request 403, and 401 authorized, 404 not found, 405 method not allowed. These four things we are every time we are using. Most of the time you are getting exact meaning, like most of the time you are using, and most of the time you are verifying status codes. And 500 time in 500 only, 500, or sometimes you are getting 504 gateway timeout. If you see that 10th class result, intermediate result, when they are doing right at the time you will get the gateway timeout, a bad gateway, not implemented things. Not implemented is a less time, but internal server error, gateway timeout, and bad gateway, these three things you will get the most of the time. Okay, these are very less things. 1 2 3 and 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 13 13 status codes are every time we are using. Okay, most of the time a developer, most of the time he is using. If you are using payments things, then you will get the payments one. Okay, otherwise you will not get it. 200 okay, first you will see the success message. What exactly in 200, the request has succeeded, the information returned with the response is dependent on the method used the request for. Okay, basically the request, it is the body, the post time or get time we are going to use. Whenever we use the URL, whenever we hit the postman, then the payload it gives the a response, that is called as 200. If the response is succeeded, means it is able to get the information or insert the record successfully, then we are going to get the success message 200. Otherwise we will get the 400 or 400 something, a different error message based upon your payload issue or get issue. Okay, 201, 201 is basically a create time. If you see here also they are telling the post or put time. It is basically the whenever the record is inserted into the database, or it's updated, or inserted a new record, that time you are able to get the 201 record, otherwise you will not get it. And accepted, it is as accepted processing, but that processing has not been completed. The request might or might not avail to activate upon, as it might be de-allowed when the processing actually takes a places. Very simple accepting condition. Should it is can accept the URL or it should not be accept the URL. But it's a very less times this acceptance will criteria come. No content. This like the request does not need to return an entity body. Means if you are using a delete condition, if the delete is able to delete the record into the database, but it should not return the body of that, then it we will get the 204 no content, otherwise we will not get it. Most of the time we are getting not modified, very less time only, not every time. Not modified, something we modified and it is not redirecting, that time we will able to find. But status codes 200, 400, 500 is most of the time we are using. Okay, in 400 bad request, see, example like you are using one URL that is having one ID. That ID is not presented into the database. That time you will able to get the bad request, or else the post time means its creation time or updating time or patch or put at any moment you are using a payload at the request body. There is a field element. That element you are not passing that entire element. Then it will show the bad request data or request body is not valid. Those kind of error message you will get whenever the particular value is missing. Okay, 400 you will get. 403 is basically the method is not presented. You see, now you are going to see that post time you are using one URL, same URL it will present in the, it will not present most of the time, but sometimes it will present. Imagine the creation time you are using one URL, the same URL going to copy paste into the patch or post time. If you hit, the method will not present. Okay, if you're using get also, if the method is not presented, it will show the 403 Fibonacci. Okay, unauthorized, you're using the access token, but that access token is expired, or else you don't have the access token, but you are going to hit the API. Like to last previous my videos, I shown that demo APIs, it is not required the access token. Okay, if real time we are going to the company and they will give the access token to accessing the particular API, that access token somebody don't have, but if you hit that, it will show the 403 or 401. 401 is unauthorized, 403 is method is not presented. Whenever you provide the expired access token, then it will show the unauthorized access. Not found. The server has not found any time matching the request URL. Like you have the create URL. If you are going to extend some slash something value you're providing, that method you will not found, right? Enter the URL itself, it is not exist, then it will show the not found exception. This four things will get every time. Then we'll go the internal server. Internal server is the entire application is the code is not present or that application is not working properly, then you will get for the internal server error, otherwise you will not get it. Bad request gateway, bad gateway and bad request, both are similar way, but bad gateway means it is not server to server proxy is not allowing. Like you hitting here, the company having some proxy, some other company having the different same project but different companies are working on that. But in that time they are using the proxy levels, right? In that proxy it is not allowing to accessing the other company URL. Then it will show the bad request gateway. And final one is gateway timeout. Gateway timeout, whenever you hit the URL but it is taking more time, you are able to see, right, some applications are taking long time to load. They are using a long time, right? That time you are able to see, right, it is timeout. It is sometime it is loading, and finally it will show the timeout exception. That is called as a bad gateway. This is all about the status codes. Thank you for watching, and if you are liked my video, please comments and subscribe my videos. Thank you.